Hey guys, Kreth here. Today I'm going to teach you how to heel side pendy and also toe side pendy. The heel side pendy I'll show you how to do with just one hand down and then grabbing rail or not grabbing rail. And then I'm also going to do two hands down because someone requested that. So yeah, and then the toe side pendy I'm going to do both hands down and maybe one hand down, I don't know yet. But yeah, so what you're gonna need is you're gonna need your longboard. I'm running an Arbor Prodigy with 44-degree calibers. Remember Savannah Slamma wheels and Zealous bearings. And you're also gonna need your helmet and your slide gloves, which are these, you know. I have the Wholesome slide gloves with Patrick Switzer pucks, 888 helmet. Yeah, I like them. And also, what you're going to need is a hill where you can go upwards of 20 miles per hour on, because that's about the speed you're going to need for both of these slides, mainly the heel side pendy, but yeah. So, let's get to it. So first, let's talk about foot position. So, when you're coming into the slide, your board's going to be, straight, of course. And I ride regular, so I'm going to teach you how to do it regular. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to take a setup carve heel side out, and then another setup carve toe side, and get a nice carve going. And then one more heel side. And when you come into the last heel side carve, you're going to want to get into your sliding position, and then kick the board out and slide just straight down the hill. And so your foot position to do that, I usually have my foot, I don't know, on the front of the board somewhere, just kind of at like a, 45-degree angle. And let's see, there you go. And so yeah, 45-degree angle up front, and then in the back, this is the most important part. You're gonna be in this position, and you're gonna be grabbing like this, and your back foot, you're gonna fold over slightly and get an edge, so that way you can kick the board out and slide. When your foot is folded over, that puts more weight in the front. That way you aren't gonna like grip up and then fly off the board or whatever. And you can either grab rail, which helps for beginners, or you can just keep your hand in the air while you're sliding. And one thing that you should definitely not do is this. Don't do this. No, just don't, okay? Bad idea. But yeah, so you're gonna get in that position when you start sliding, and then keep that position with your weight in the front, on your front foot. And then once you get to a point where you're starting to turn this way, then you're gonna put your weight back on this side, on your back foot, and then that'll cause you to swing back around, and then you'll stand up right off normal. And so yeah, here's an example of that. That was the Coleman pendy. And just one thing I want to point out about it is you have to switch your weight back once you get past the halfway point, or else you're just going to fling around 180 Coleman, normal, whatever. So you're going to need to go, have all your weight on your front, and then switch that weight onto the back foot, and the board will fly back around like you saw, hopefully. And yeah, that's how to Coleman pendy. Alright, so now we're gonna do the same thing with the Coleman, except with two hands down. And I'm kind of sketched out about this because I've never really done it before, but hopefully I'll be able to do it and tell you how to do it. So let's try it out. That was the double hands down Coleman pendy. I got it first try, even though you might not have seen it completely because I kind of almost hit the camera. But yeah, one thing I noticed about it was that it feels like doing a push-up slide, except heel side, and it was kind of sketchy, but it was alright. And so yeah, I guess I'll give you some tips on that side. So you're not really gonna have to bend your back foot over when you do that slide, maybe just a tad. You don't really have to get an edge on the board either. You can kind of keep your feet on top, but getting an edge definitely makes it easier. And I could see this slide being used for someone learning pendies because it's kind of the same motion, just easier, because with two hands you're kind of putting even less weight on the board. So yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. You're just going to want to carve into it like a normal coleman, and then when you go down to put one hand down, set your other hand down too. And I'd say keep kind of the same amount of weight on both your hands. I'd definitely try and stay more on top of the board, or else you're going to hit your butt, and that's not good. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say for that slide. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, so now let's talk about toeside pendies. For the toeside pendy, you're going to want to have about the same angle, front foot, about a 45-degree angle, maybe a tad less, more straight actually on the front foot. And then for your back foot, you're going to want it kind of getting an edge and just kind of straight. When you go into this slide, you're going to take a, let me think about this. You're going to take a toe side carve in, a heel side carve out, and then you're going to go right for the toe side. Just, fall on your hands and go for it. I'd say for this slide, you definitely need 20 miles per hour, 15 miles per hour at least to pendy. And what some people don't get is that you don't really fling all the way around and then bring it back again. You just kind of go out straight and then go a little past going straight, and then you de-weight your back foot and then push out your front foot kind of, and that'll swing the board back around, and then you'll just stand up and ride off. So yeah, here's an example of that. That was sketchy. Alright, so that's the basic gist of the toeside pendy. One thing I'd say about learning it is that you're going to need a strong heel side carve into it, so you're almost going parallel with the road, not with the road, but against the road, and then just an explosive toe side carve, and that'll get you going straight down the road at first. And yeah, I'd say that's important. And yeah. But getting your board to go straight while doing it is really important, or else you're just gonna go straight down the hill and then turn and just 180. And you need a pretty good setup carve into it. I'd say it's really important, and so that'll get you going straight. And then you use your feet for the most part to get the board going in a pendy pattern, I guess, and then de-weight that back foot and pull it up a little, and then kick out the front foot, and your board will just swing right back around. And yeah, that's how you toeside pendy.